We in our new kitchen. We in our new kitchen. We in our new kitchen. Hey!
Skinny girls wait, them hoes don't compare. Junk in the trunk looking like 2 pairs. Woo! Got me hotter than a sauna. Ass so fat, make me wanna thank your mama. Ass so fat, I think I need a lap dance. Ass so fat, about to pop out of them pants.
What's up, you guys? I'm back today with another video. You guys, this is my first official video in my new kitchen. Okay, so y'all, today I am collabing with my girl, Soulful Tea. Y'all know I don't really collab with people, especially on this cooking thing, because y'all know. But I love her food. I love her. She has the best personality. Her food always looks so good. So yeah, Father's Day is coming up soon, so we thought we'd do like a nice dad recipe that wasn't like too, you know, too bad. So this recipe is a little healthier than our normal recipes, because y'all know my recipes could be crazy. You know her recipes are super decadent too. So we decided to go a little lighter today. So I'm making a kale strawberry feta salad with some balsamic glaze, some shallots. It's so bomb. I show you guys how to make homemade dressing. It's so freaking good. And as a bonus in this recipe, I'm going to show you how to make my perfect steak. Y'all, this steak I made today came out so perfect. It's so bomb. So if you want to see how I make my kale salad and my perfect steak, stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so here are the things that we're going to be using for our steak kale summer salad. Okay, so first off, I have some kale. This is about a pound of kale right here. I'm gonna, of course, trim and wash this. I have some sirloin steak right here. I thought the marbleization on this was pretty good, especially since I'm going to be slicing it. So I didn't want something super thin, and that's pretty thick. So yeah, we have some sirloin steak fillets. I have a couple of limes for the dressing. I have a couple of shallots. Someone asked me the last video, what do shallots taste like? They taste kind of like a cross between like a sweet onion and garlicky, if that makes sense. So I have a couple of shallots. I have some crumbled feta. See? I have some good fresh strawberries. You guys, I've already been eating some of these. I don't know, some reason this Florida fruit is like the sweetest fruit I've ever had. It's so good, so fresh, so sweet, so ripe. So yeah, I've eaten a couple of them. I may eat a couple more. I'm just saying, it's so good. So I have some minced garlic. So now with the oils, I have this coconut avocado cooking oil. I'm gonna drizzle the skillet with a little bit of this for the steak. So I'm gonna cook with this one, just a little bit. And for the dressing, I'm gonna be using some of this extra virgin olive oil sunflower oil blend. I'm gonna use a little bit of this for the dressing. I have some reduced down a balsamic glaze reduction, because come on, reduced balsamic glaze with these strawberries. Oh my gosh, that's like a little snack by itself. The balsamic glaze and the strawberries just complement each other so well. Super summery, super fresh and bright, and it's just really good. So I have some of that. Seasoning, I'm going to be using some of this steakhouse seasoning, some sazon completo, a little bit of this garlic herb seasoning, some adobo. This is regular adobo. If the label looks a little weird, it's because some of this avocado oil was dripping on it. So yeah, this is like oil soaked. And I have some coarse ground black pepper. Okay, this is my favorite. That's why this whole big huge thing is like the bottom third left. So I have that. And I have a little bit of this Colavita, the balsamic vinegar, Madeira vinegar. I'm gonna use this a little bit on the steak as I'm seasoning the steak. And yeah, that is what we're going to be using for our steak summer kale salad. I hope this lighting is good. I plugged up my ring light, and yeah, we rocking with it. All right, so let's prep this steak and get that going, and get that marinating. All right, I'll be back. Okay, you guys, look at me being real professional. I actually set up my tripod. My first video in my new kitchen cooking. I mean, my first real video. Y'all already done seen me cooking breakfast in here. But look, I done set up my tripod. Look, I got both hands now. Y'all see that? All right. So I have my steak here. I cleaned it off. You guys know I gotta clean my meat. Nice cold water. Now what I'm doing is I have some clean paper towel right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just pat some of this excess water off of the meat just so that it can have a better sear. So we're gonna go ahead and just, you know, pat some of this liquid off. Even though I'm gonna put a little bit of the vinegar on it, I still want to get rid of some of this water. So nice, a couple of clean paper towels is pretty much all you need. Look, I hope this angle is good. Let me know, you guys. You know, it's I have a lot of counter space in here. Let me know if this angle works for you. I'm gonna probably play around with some different angles, different counters, and you know, different filming, you know, spaces and angles here in my kitchen. But I think this is pretty good. So that looks nice and dry to me. Go ahead, toss that paper towel. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the balsamic vinegar. You can of course use white vinegar, but I'm just gonna use some of this, seeing that's how I'm gonna do the balsamic reduction glaze. So I'm gonna use some of that. My hands are nice and clean, so just, you know, get that balsamic all over it. There's a little bit on my cutting board. This is an acacia wood cutting board. If you're wondering, I got this from TJ Maxx. And this is a big cutting board, y'all. It's like 18 inches. It's pretty big. So, put this, is this better a little bit closer? Is that? Okay, good. So we got the balsamic vinegar on there. Next, I'm doing one hand, y'all. Trying to keep my seasonings not contaminated. So I'm gonna go in with a little adobo. Okay. Get the other side. I love that you guys are able to see everything that I'm doing now. Seeing that's the how now I have two hands instead of one. Amazing, right? The simple things in life. Next, I'm gonna go in with some of this Kingsford, the garlic and herb seasoning. Pretty much a few of these seasonings have the same things in it, but this has like a coarser grind. Like if you can see it, do you see how coarse that seasoning is? And of course the steak seasoning is super coarse. So we can go ahead and hit the other side. Then I'm gonna go in with this sazon completo. This is one of my favorite seasonings because it's not too salty. That's why I go light on the adobo, because the adobo, if you put too much, it can totally be salty. So, look at that. It's gonna be a nice seasoned steak. See that? Okay. Make sure you season both sides. Next, we're going to go in with, of course, some of my favorite coarse ground black pepper, the McCormick table grind. If you can't find the table grind, you can always find one that says like coarse ground. But do you see how textured this is, and how I like a nice coarse ground pepper. I don't like a finely minced pepper that's practically powder. I don't like it like that. So. Alright. There's the pepper. Alright, and of course the steak seasoning has like coarse salt and the garlic and coarse ground pepper in it. Like, look at that. You see all that in there? We're gonna go ahead and put not too much. Woo, look how thick that garlic is. Whoa. Now once you put that part in, you're gonna wanna press it in a little bit. See? Press that coarse ground pepper and all the coarse ground garlic into it. Flip it. Put a little bit more of that steak seasoning. Well, this one has a lot of garlic. This is one of my favorites. And then press it in. Look at that. Okay, you guys, so here is how the seasoning is looking on this steak. You can see all the nice big bits of fennel. You can see big chunks of the garlic, the pepper, different textures of pepper. And y'all, you cannot tell me this is not going to be a well-seasoned steak. That looks so good. That is going to be so good. So what I'm going to do now, most likely, I'm going to transfer this steak just to a bowl. And then I'm going to go ahead and let it marinate while I start cleaning up the kale. So, yeah, let's go do that. Wow. That is going to be so freaking good. Okay, you guys, now let's start working on this kale. Hold on a second. Let me get my trash ready so I don't make a big, huge mess in here. All right. So, oh, I actually got 2 bunches of kale. Do I cook both? I mean, do I make both into a salad? Or do I cook one? Or what should I do? Let me take this, you know, it's wrapped. Let's take this off. And here is how the kale looks. We are going to go ahead and take the stems off. See the stems here? Take all that off. And then we're gonna do a rough chop. Let me back this up a little bit. Yeah, that's a little better. So. Okay, yeah, that's a little better, right? So we're just gonna go ahead and pick the kale off of the stems. You see? Look at that. Just rip it off.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if I should make both bunch of kale into this salad or if I should save one and cook it. I don't know. Okay, you guys, so I think I'm going to take this other bunch of kale right here. See the other one? And I think I'm going to cook this, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna work with this one bunch of kale here that I already took the stems off of. So I took, yeah, all the stems are off. I'm just gonna go through here and just do a quick rough chop. Nothing too, you know. I like my salads to have a little bit more bite. So what I do is I just grab a piece and just rock the knife on it. Grab some, rock the knife on it. Kind of like a loose chiffonade. See? Just grab some and then rock the knife. See? Y'all never see this part of my knife work. This is the part usually when I'm cutting, because I need 2 hands. So I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. They're like this size pieces, which I think is pretty perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and just rinse this off in some nice cold water. And then what I like to do after that is just let it drain on some paper towel. So I have my nice paper towel. My kale is here rinsed. I'm gonna go ahead, just take it out, squeeze some of the excess water off of it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then let it dry here on the paper towel. Okay, you guys, so I have all of my kale here drying on some paper towel. I'm gonna go ahead and just let this drain a little bit. If you have a salad spinner, you can go ahead and use that. I just, you know, it's easy. I prefer to do it this way, but do whatever works for you, boo. So while this is draining, the steak is marinating, let's go ahead and make this homemade dressing for the salad. Okay, you guys, now let's get started on this dressing. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this, the sunflower olive oil. It's a brand new bottle. Let me open it. Okay, that's about 1/8 of a cup. Not much at all. We'll go in with a little bit of this balsamic vinegar. It's like a pretty simple dressing. Some of this minced garlic with a little bit of the liquid in it. See? A little bit of this complete seasoning. A little garlic and herb. Some pepper. The juice of 2 limes. Those limes are actually pretty juicy. Okay. Nice and juicy. Some juicy limes. Okay, that is our dressing. Mix it up. Look at that. A nice homemade dressing. See that? Can you? Yum. Absolutely amazing. Just that simple. Homemade dressing. And it's good. Fresh. No preservatives. Yum. See? Alright. Okay, you guys. So I have my pan here nice and hot. I'm going to go in with a little bit of this coconut avocado oil. Just that much. The pan, it should be super hot. See, I had a little bit of water over there from when I just washed it. Yeah. So, I want to see a little ripple of smoke before I put the steak in. Okay, I'm starting to see a little bit of smoke. Now let's put the steak in. I have the steak right here. It's been coming to room temp. I had it in the fridge while it was marinating, then I took it out. And here it is right here. Let's go ahead and put it in. Oh my god, the smell that comes off this pan instantly when you put it in. Oh my god. Ooh. So we're going to go ahead and sear it on both sides for a few minutes. And then of course let it rest. I like my steak medium well. If you like yours well done, of course cook it more. But I say 3-4 minutes on each side should be perfect with a super hot pan. Alright? Okay, you guys, so it's been a few minutes. Let's go ahead and flip this over. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and cook it on the other side. Yum, it smells so freaking good in here. Okay, you guys, so this is looking good. Don't mind the sound. I turned on the fan for the microwave in here because, you know, this kicks up some smoke. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it again. And then cook it on this side for a couple of minutes. And then I'm going to turn the fire off and then let this just set, let the juices redistribute, and it's going to be perfect. Okay, this is looking good. Flip it. One more time. Fire off. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and let this rest. So next I'm going to go ahead and just slice up this shallot. I like to have raw slivers of shallot. It's good in the salad. See how the inside of a shallot looks? Kind of like a red onion. And my counter is clean, y'all, of course. So I'm just going to cut this nice and thin. Okay, guys, so my steak has been resting. Look at that. It looks so nice and juicy. I washed the strawberries. I'm going to go ahead and take the stems off and slice them. There's my shallot. Yeah, look at this steak. OMG. Here's our homemade salad dressing. See that? We have the feta here. We have the kale. The balsamic glaze. Let's go ahead and start to put this salad together. Okay, you guys, so here is our steak. Y'all, look at how juicy this is. Y'all see that? OMG. So, of course, we're going to slice this against the grain. Let's see how we did. Look at, how do we do? Y'all, you cannot tell me this is not perfect. Look, y'all. You guys, perfect steak. Look at that. You see how juicy that is? Oh my gosh. Look at this. Perfect. Yeah. You can say anything about me, but you cannot say I am not a beast in this kitchen, y'all. OMG. Oh my gosh. Look at this steak. Wow. 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 Don't mind me using my hands. I'm the only one eating this, so it's perfectly fine. Wow. Look at, y'all. Look at this. Perfect steak. OMG. Alright, so now let's put our salad together. Here's my plates. Okay. Go in with some kale, of course. See that? Beautiful. Okay, so I switched the angles up on y'all. So we have our kale down. Next, I'm gonna go in with some of the shallot. Look at that. Cause y'all, I love shallot. So good. Now some of this homemade dressing. Okay, now of course we're gonna put some of that steak. Perfect steak. Oh my gosh, look at that. Some of the strawberries. Come on, another one, huh? Okay. Next, we're going to put some of the feta. Feta is my favorite cheese, y'all. So, Mom. Yum. This salad is so complex. So good. Okay. And lastly, we're gonna drizzle some of this balsamic glaze, especially over these strawberries, because y'all, balsamic and strawberries is so good. Just a little bit, because it's very strong. Especially get on the strawberries. Yum. And there we go. My steak summer kale salad. Yum. So you guys, that was my bomb steak kale salad with strawberries, feta, shallots, homemade dressing, balsamic reduction. Yeah, that is a whole mouthful. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to do you, boo. Bye, guys.
Whoa, don't slip up or get caught. Why not, man? I'm coming for